Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected brothers and sisters, Inna alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd. I hope that all my Muslim brothers and sisters are in good health and good iman, and I pray that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep all my Muslim brothers and sisters all around the world in good health and good iman. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. One of my brother messaged me and asked me, said, Sheikh, in this difficult time, we are all locked in our houses and we are kind of spending 24/7 indoor. And we have Mahram and Ghair Mahram in that house. How do we spend our time? And what's the rulings of Islam in this? MashaAllah, beautiful question. And it's a difficult question. And in this difficult time, I pray that Allah make it easy for us. And I will try my best to elaborate on it as much as possible. But I pray that Allah make it easy for us. Jazakumullah khairan. So the question, Mahram and Ghair Mahram, staying in one house. Now, first of all, we will go and explain for those brothers and sisters, those who don't know what is Mahram and Ghair Mahram. Yes, Alhamdulillah, there are a lot of Muslims in the world, but that doesn't mean that all the Muslims, they know all the rules of Islam. So this also doesn't mean that all the Muslims know what is Mahram and Ghair Mahram. Yes, so for us, we have to know first of all what is Mahram and Ghair Mahram. Mahram is a man. He is Mahram for a lady. Now, what do you mean by Mahram for a lady? Basically, a man who cannot marry the lady or who is married to her already. Okay, this is called Mahram. So, for a lady, Mahram is her dad's brothers, her mom's brothers, her granddads from mom's side or from dad's side. Next, going down, her son-in-laws, her nephews, her grandchildren, grandsons, in between her husband as well. So these people are Mahram. So basically in these people, while these people are around, she can walk freely around. That's not a problem. Islam doesn't say anything wrong in that. So how she can be freely walking around in front of her father, same way she can freely walk around in front of her son, in front of her uncles. Yes, same ruling. Another meaning of Mahram, she is protected by these people. These people won't propose to marry her. Yes, also these people will look after her if she is in a journey, in a safar, in a traveling to far distance. These people can go with her. This is called Mahram. Other than these people, anyone else, they are Ghair Mahram. Ghair Mahram means they are not Mahram, so they are allowed to marry her. So now it doesn't matter, it's a brother's friend, brother-in-law's friend or brother-in-law himself, son's friends, dad's friends, uncle's friends, granddad's friends. So all those people, even though they are friends, they can be very close sometimes, still they are non-Mahram. So she is not safe in front of those people. Means those people can propose her to marry her. Yeah. And also, Ghair Mahram, yes, brother-in-law I mentioned already. Now, brother-in-law, it can be two ways. One is you have given your sister to someone, and that man means your sister's husband, is your brother-in-law. So let's say Amina and Fatima. So Fatima got married to Ahmed. So Fatima's husband is Ahmed. So who is Ahmed to Amina? So Ahmed is Amina's brother-in-law. Yeah. Now Amina and Ahmed. So Ahmed is Ghair Mahram to Amina. Even though Ahmed is related to Fatima and Fatima is Amina's own sister, but Ahmed to Amina is Ghair Mahram. So Ahmed is not a person who cannot marry Amina, or for whom is Amina is haram. Yeah, so those people I mentioned before, son, uncles, grandsons, nephews, for these people, this lady is haram. Yeah, she is haram upon them. So they can't marry her. It's not allowed. So now we understood kind of mahram and ghair mahram. So mahram are those people who cannot marry a lady. Mahram are those people who can marry the lady. So Islam has given a specific rule on that who can marry a lady and who cannot marry a lady. Okay, so now what do we do? Thus far we found one mahram, the Amina and Fatima. So Fatima's husband to Amina is ghair mahram. That's one thing. Another situation is a lady got married to this house. For example, there is Ahmed and Badr. Ahmed and Badr, they live in the same house. So Fatima got married to Ahmed. So Ahmed has a brother now. Ahmed. So now Fatima and Badr, Ahmed's brother, Badr. So Fatima and Badr is ghair mahram for Fatima. Badr, Ahmed's brother, Fatima's husband's brother, Ahmed's brother, Badr is ghair mahram to Fatima. Now Badr and Ahmed, they live in the same house. Now situation came like that. They joined family, lived together, but the lady got married to this family, and rest of the men in this house, other than her husband and her father-in-law, rest of them are her ghair mahram. So what happens now? Situation is a bit tight. So now I will tell you the rulings of Islam, what you need to do. Islam obviously doesn't encourage us to stay in a joint family. Islam never encourage to stay in a joint family. Islam always encourage to have your own house where you staying on your own and you staying around your mahram. Okay? So Islam doesn't have no problem. If there's a daughter-in-law staying with father-in-law, that's not a problem. But Islam says if it's a daughter-in-law, if it's a sister-in-law staying with the brother-in-laws, then it's a problem. Islam doesn't allow that. Okay? But her father-in-law is no problem. Okay? Or let's say sister went to other sister's house. So Islam doesn't allow the sister and the brother-in-law, her sister's husband, to stay together. Islam doesn't allow. Okay? So now, in this situation, we have to be very, very careful. So what do we do then? Allah said two things in the Quran. قُلِّ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ. Tell the believing men, lower their gaze, lower their eyes. يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ. So first of all, they should protect their eyes from any bad looks on the ladies. Secondly, they must protect their private parts from going beyond their control. Okay, yes, if they need to get married, then obviously Islam allows, go get married. Or look for the right person, get married. Islam allows that side. But having relation with anyone who is not supposed to, yes, even close, let's say, sometime we might use the term, okay, we are not having relation as relation. We're having just a friendship or closeness. Islam even doesn't allow that, because some little closeness can open the door to big things. Yes, and shaitan is always there. Shaitan is always there. As Muslims, those Muslims are listening to me or watching my program, you understanding what I'm saying. Shaitan wants to get you in trouble. Shaitan wants to put you in hell. And that's his promise. He said, لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. I will misguide them all, and I will take them all to Jahannam. إِلَّا عِبَادَكَ مِنْهُمُ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. Except the pious servants, those who serve Allah sincerely. Except those, anyone else, even it can be me, Shaitan wants to misguide me. So brothers and sisters, so don't say, I'm pious, my sister-in-law is safe with me. No. Shaitan can even destroy the most pious men. Okay, so be very careful. And sister-in-laws don't feel so much safety that brother-in-laws around. Yes, husbands, brothers around, and don't feel so much safe inside your house. Okay, so you also need to be cautious that Islam has given you a boundary and that you need to stay in the boundary. So what was the boundary? I said the first thing, Allah commanded the men, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. Tell the believing men, lower their eyes. وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ. And protect their private parts from going beyond their control. Yes, that's the first command to the men. Second command to the women, وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ. Allah said three things. While Allah said two things to the men, Allah said three things to the women. What first two things is same, but one extra thing to the women. Allah said, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ. Tell the believing women to lower their gaze as well. وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ. And protect their private parts as well, so they can't go beyond their control. If they have husband, that's a relation only with their husband. Yes, if they don't have husband, then Islam allows them to get married. They should look for a partner and they should get married. وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ. And they should not show off their beauty to others, especially غير محرم. So if you have, now you probably thinking, okay, hold on, Imam or Sheikh or Maulana, whatever, hold on. Shall I not beautify myself? Shall I not stay clean, nice? Yes, you do. With all means, you do it. But when you are around غير محرم, you look after yourself a little bit more. And when you are around your own people who are mahram, with all means, put all different type of makeups. No problem. Islam has no problem with that. Put all different type of makeups and all these things, whatever makes you beauty. Yes, as long as these things are halal, there is nothing haram mixed in it, no problem, do it. In front of your husband, with all means, Islam encourages for you to beautify yourself and do things for your husband which keeps him happy. But not around your brother-in-laws. Not around ghair mahram people if they are living under the same roof. Okay, this is the advice to my brothers and sisters also. To brothers, Allah said two things: to lower their eyes and protect their private parts. To women, for the reference, you go to Surah Nur, you will find this verse. قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغْضُضْنَ. Just write this much in Arabic. قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغْضُضْنَ. You will find it. Okay, for more reference, let me tell you the verse number, and then you will know it exactly where it is, and you can go and check the translation by yourself, inshallah. Okay, just stay with me a second. Okay, so ayat number 30. Surah An-Nur, ayah 30 and 31. Surah An-Nur, ayah 30 and 31. Check the meaning of these two verses, please. Check the meaning of ayat number 30 and 31 of Surah Nur, chapter 18. Jazakumullah khairan. So I just told you the reference, so you don't blame me. So Allah told men two things: lower their gaze and protect their private parts. For women, lower their gaze, protect the private parts, as well as protect your beauty. Yes? So because sometime the way you will walk, the way you will talk, that will attract the man, and men will commit the sin. So you have to help the men to be protected as well. So it's a what you call collective work. So we all have to help each other. It's not just because she's a daughter-in-law, she always have to hide and I can walk freely like a king because I'm the husband's brother. No, no, no. It's both way. Equally, we have to help each other if we are sharing the same roof, same house. And if we are staying inside in our own houses, then you don't need privacy because that's your husband in front of you. That's it. You just be whatever way you want. Yeah, as long as you're not doing anything haram. Okay, so that's something we need to remember. That's in terms of in this coronavirus time, in this lockdown time, because we are all at home. How about watching films? People are bored at home. So some people, they're probably watching films and then whatever films, yeah, English, Bangla, Urdu, whatever, children film, adults film, whatever they might be watching. But what I'm saying, how appropriate it is, how suitable it is that all the family members, Mahram and Ghair Mahram, all of them sitting down and watching films. Can, as Imam, can an Imam allow this? No, we don't allow this. Yes, even first of all, in the films, if you even say it's children film, there is nothing inappropriate. Still, all the Mahram, Ghair Mahram sitting in one place, Islam doesn't encourage that. Okay, Islam doesn't encourage that. So Islam always takes care of the privacy strongly. Okay, inshallah. Good. Next is family meals, family gathering, family time. So on all of those, so Mahram and Ghair Mahram, they will keep their distance and they will keep their fear of Allah in their heart, okay, as much as possible. Okay, so they will maintain the distance, so there is no clash, there is no push, there is no so much closeness that they rub their body on each other. Yeah, so whenever they talking, they will keep their eyes low, gaze low, and then they talk. So this is, yes, they can't do much. They have to share the building, share the house, share the roof. They can't do much, but they have to do as much as possible, that they have to fear Allah and have the taqwa of Allah in their heart. Okay. Next, in terms of salah, jama'ah. Jama'ah system is same as system of the mosque. Okay. Brother asked in the question, how about the prayers? Because Ramadan is in front of us, so we most likely will pray Taraweeh. Yeah, with all means, pray Taraweeh with jama'at. And you should pray Taraweeh. I've been encouraging since the beginning of coronavirus. Yes. So pray Jama'ah, pray the prayers at home, but ladies will be at the back. Children will be in the middle, or the men will be in the middle. Imam will be at the front. So let's say you got 5 members at home. Yeah. 5 members, yourself, and then another 5. So let's say you as a man, and then another 2 men. They can be your children or they can be your brothers. So they will be immediately after you. And the sisters, they will be at the back. Okay, now sisters, they can be your daughters, or they can be your mother, your sister, and your wife, whatever way. So they will be at the back. Now, if there is a person that, for example, your wife, so your brother is not mahram to your wife. So in that case, she's gonna pray. So she's gonna pray that obviously it's in one house they are staying, so they are seeing their faces all the time anyway. But if she can cover the face and can stay, properly segregating, that's obviously best. But if they can't do it, in the many families, they're not properly segregating. So in that case, her salah is valid. Yeah, even though she's not covering her face, she's just wearing normal scarf and staying next to her mother-in-law, her sister-in-law, and she's praying. Even the brother-in-law seeing her face, yes, prayer is valid. It's not a problem. Okay, inshallah. But having a separate room for the ladies to pray where they are fully segregated and they know Ghair Mahram people not seeing them, that's the best thing you can do if you can make it. But inside your own house, sometimes it might be impossible. That's why you have to look at your suitability. Okay, you can't just be firm, strict Muslim and say no, we have to follow the Islamic law when it comes to prayer time, but when it comes to watching film, we all can sit down and watch film together. No, it can't be. Yes, so whatever best you can do it, but do it for all the time. Okay, even for the meal time, even for the prayer times, even for family time, in all times, whatever best and suitable you can do to maintain. But remember, the fear of Allah is the main thing. That's what you need to have. Okay, inshallah. And keeping the eyes low, lowering the gaze. These are the commands of Allah. you need to follow that. And then as quickly as possible in the near future, having your own houses, own flats, that's the best thing. That's the highest level of taqwa. Okay, one more thing I need to share. Sometime people from Indian subcontinent, we always been together, staying in a big family, all the brothers and sisters, uncle and aunts, they are all growing up in one roof, under one roof. Yes, in one family you will see sometimes 20 people growing together, staying together. That's our culture. And we respect our culture, we love our culture. We grew up with love and unity. Yes, and we love our families. But Islam, it respects, and Islam encourages to hold on to family ties. Islam says, "Sil man qata'ak." Connect with those who want to cut you off, who want to leave you. Connect with those who want to separate you. So if your brother wants to separate from you, Islam says, no, go join with him, stay with him. Wa'fu amman zalamak, and forgive those who oppressed you. Yeah, وَأَحْسِنْ إِلَى مَا أَسَاءَ إِلَيْكَ, and those who've been bad to you, be nice to them. This is what Islam says. Right. So now, from Islamic culture, we understand that Islam doesn't encourage to break. Islam doesn't encourage to separate. Islam doesn't encourage to create hatred in each other. So what does Islam want then? So Islam says, no, you have your own roof. You have your own house. That's Islam from the beginning. It encourages, stand on your own foot. Don't rely on your dad. Don't rely on your older brother. Don't rely on your older sister to provide you. You stand on your own foot, have your own house, but make sure your ties, family ties, remain strong. So you're having your everything, but your family ties is still strong. Yes, your parents might stay with you, or might stay with your younger brother, or might stay with your older brother, but if there are 3 brothers, all 3 brothers should look after the parents equally. Okay? So if the parents are staying with the older brother, let's say 1 month, another 1 month, they should be able to stay, or they should, the other son should happily accept them to stay for next month with him, and then another brother next month with him. Or wherever the parents they find happy to stay, they stay there, and all 3 brothers, they give them maintenance and everything, whatever they need. Yes, so that's how Islam says. They can have the same roof, separate roofs, but they need to have equal attention on the parents or on the younger siblings if they have younger siblings. So Islam doesn't encourage break the roofs and then break the relation. No, Islam encourages, yes, have your own roof, have your own houses, but have the relation very strong. Okay, inshallah. So hopefully you've understood the whole situation of Mahram and Ghair Mahram, all of this, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Soon I will be making a video on Bengali, because brother asked me to make a video on Bengali as well. I will be making one, inshallah, near the time. Jazakumullah khairan. Stay well. Now spread this message, this video, to everyone so others can learn it as well, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for your next and latest videos and latest hadith lessons, Quran lessons and recitations, and so many other things you will find on YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel and put the notification on, so as soon as I upload, you get notified. And also follow me on my Facebook channels for my live lessons on Quran and live lessons on Arabic language, free lessons where you will be able to learn a lot, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Stay well. Take care. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.